Hi, Shaker families. My name is Erin Herbrook. I'm the Director of Primary Education, and I'm here with my colleagues, the pre-K-4 administrators, to share an update of where we are as we prepare for the start of the new school year. I'm going to share my screen as we begin to overview and answer some of the questions that you have asked, and to talk through just what things will look like for this new and exciting adventure that we are heading. We've recognized through the questions that have been asked by our families through the Google form and also phone calls and emails that there are 8 themes to the kinds of questions that we're getting and the topics that we've been planning intensively for the year. So as you can see, you will hear about technology and devices. You'll hear about our schedule and what we'll be teaching and what your students will be learning, and the how a little bit. You'll be hearing about screen time because we know that that's a concern, especially with our youngest students. You'll have an opportunity to meet, we'll be talking about how you're going to meet the teachers and the class, as well as attendance practices and procedures. There's been many questions about supplies and instructional toolkits, and we will address some of that. And then we will talk about your education as a parent partner with us in this work. And we'll conclude with some information about special education and exceptional children.
Hi, I'm Tina McCauley, the assistant principal at Lomont. Questions that we received about technologies and devices. Will it be easier to log in, and will there be fewer platforms to log into? Yes, your child will log in using their Clever badge. This will take them to their Aubrey page. They will be logged into all their Google account and tools that they will use for the day. Your child will then click on their grade level site. The site will have the links organized for each day in one spot. The next 2 questions I'm going to answer together. If a student did not get a Chromebook last year, can they get one this year? And can each child in the family have their own Chromebook? Yes, each child can get their own Chromebook this year. Please watch your email and updates from your building principal on how to receive them.
Hello, my name is Neil Robinson, principal of Boulevard Elementary School, and the topic I'm going to be discussing with you today is schedule and curriculum. In response to parent feedback received in the spring, we will be providing more consistency across the district this fall in regards to our remote student schedule and our curriculum. First question is, how much time will my child be with his or her teacher in person or synchronously? Students will be in their virtual classrooms Monday through Friday from 8:15 to approximately 11:30. During that block of time, students will be working directly with the teacher in 15 to 20-minute increments in both large and small groups for an average of about 90 minutes on any given day. Each day will begin with a class meeting, an opportunity for teachers to check in with students, take attendance, and provide students with social emotional support. This will lead into a whole group lesson, followed by small group and independent work time. During that time, the teacher will be meeting with small groups of students to provide additional instruction based on those kids' needs. When a child is not meeting with the teacher, he or she will be working independently to complete student-assigned tasks until it's his or her time to meet with the teacher. Each morning of instruction will then end with a closing class meeting around 11. This meeting will provide an opportunity for the class to reflect on the morning's learning, get reminders for the afternoon, and receive additional social emotional support before taking a break for lunch. Second question, will my teacher still get all the subjects and IB-connected instruction in the remote classroom? We will be providing ongoing instruction in all of our core subject areas, including literacy, math, science, and social studies. Students will still receive instruction through our IB units of study in the remote classroom, units which focus heavily on the standards for English language arts, science, and social studies. The third question, what will special subjects look like for my child? We recognize the importance of our special subjects, which include art, music, library, physical education, and Spanish. Through teacher-directed and/or recorded lessons, students will receive instruction in one of these special subjects daily between 1 and 1:45, and will receive each of these subjects on a rotating basis.
Good morning, I'm Chris Hayward, principal of Fernway School. So the first question is, will my child spend the entire time from 8:15 to 2 p.m. on the computer? No, it would not be developmentally appropriate to expect our youngest students to experience that amount of continuous screen time. Our students will be expected to participate in whole group, small group, and in some cases, one-on-one experiences with their teachers. Between 8:15 and 2, there will be breaks as well as classwork that is expected to be completed when not logged into the computer. This brings me into another related question. Will my child do things other than work on the computer? Will they do written work? Yes, our students will be expected to do offline schoolwork. For instance, students may be asked to engage with family members in educational activities like math games or reading to others. We actually plan on issuing student supplies to help support this type of instructional experience.
Greetings, Shaker families. I'm Mr. Clark, the principal of Lowmont Elementary School. We've also received questions around if or when families will talk with their child's assigned teachers prior to school starting. You will most definitely have a chance to talk with your child's teacher prior to the school year. Outreach for individual meetings with your assigned teacher will be coming your way soon. You will also have access to the following dates and times on our district's websites and each building's Facebook page. Teachers will dedicate Monday, August 24th and Tuesday, August 25th to host individual family conferences with each and every family. These conferences will be held remotely. On Wednesday, August 26th, each building will hold a remote new family orientation from 5:30 to 6:30. Finally, on August 27th, a remote kindergarten orientation will be held per building. One half of the kindergarten cohort will meet remotely from 5 to 6 o'clock. The other half will meet remotely from 6:30 to 7:30. Your specified time will be provided by your respective building. Building principals are currently working on class placement. Due to withdrawals and newly registered students happening later than normal, we plan to have class placement provided for families on Progress Book during the week of August 17th. Student supplies are being bulk ordered and will be distributed along with Chromebooks and any other items or information needed to be provided.
Hello, Shaker families. I'm Lindsay Florence, the principal at Mercer Elementary School. I'm going to be talking to you today about attendance. The first question is attendance required for every meeting of online learning? No, attendance is not required for every minute of online learning. Attendance will be calculated by student being present at the morning meeting and work completion. This allows our families flexibility in regards to attendance for remote learning. Another question was asked, what if my child will not be attending synchronous time? That will be okay. I think it will be important to notify the teacher if your child will not be present during the synchronous time. And again, work completion will also be important in regards to attendance. The final question regarding attendance was, do I need to call in for attendance? And will I receive attendance calls? Yes. If your child will not be present during the morning meeting, please call in to notify the office that your child will not be attending the morning meeting. And if you do not call in, you will receive attendance calls from the office of your school. Thank you.
Hi, Shaker families. I'm Eric Foreman. I am the principal at Onaway Elementary School. So lots of questions around supplies and instructional materials for students. So is there a supply list for remote learning parents can reference? So we are going to be, similarly to every traditional school year, we are going to be using the student supply fee to be purchasing instructional materials and basic school supplies for all Shaker elementary students. And those will be available for pickup or drop off later this summer. More information on that to come. Do I need to buy any supplies for my children to use at home? You are welcome to buy additional supplies, but as referenced earlier, the district is currently working on and has ordered supplies for all students, which will be available for pickup or drop off. Will my child receive other learning tools like math manipulatives or packets? How will I get these tools? This falls in line with the previous questions. Yes, we are working on specific materials, whether they be related to mathematics or our International Baccalaureate planners, where students will be able to have the same learning experiences that they would in school at home during our remote learning experience. Those will also be available for pickup, and more information on that to come.
Parent technology education questions. How can I learn about the basics of Google? FACE, our Family and Community Engagement Department, led by Keith Langford, along with Lauren Priestley, our District Curriculum and Instruction Technology Specialist, are planning virtual sessions for all families. The virtual sessions will include how to use Google, Abre, and much more. How will you show me or my child's caregiver how to use Chromebook and the other tools? Your child's caregiver is welcome to join the FACE virtual sessions, as well as the individual teacher meetings with families Mr. Clark explained earlier. Teachers will help assist and explain how to use Chromebook and the other tools that they will be using during remote learning.
In the area of special education and exceptional children, the question we received more than any other was, will my child receive special education support for his or her IEP during remote learning? Yes, we will be implementing IEPs during remote instruction. Your child will have an intervention specialist who will serve as his or her case manager. And on a related note, we will also be implementing 504 plans during remote instruction, should your child have one.
So that concludes this update. I want to thank the principals for their information. Thank you to the families for the questions. And we cannot say enough how excited we are to meet your students, your children, and to partner with you this year. While it is a unique and special year, we know that it'll be a great one. We're very excited as our teachers have arrived today, and we will begin doing all of this very important work that we started over the summer. Thank you, and look for more updates soon.